What's up, nomads? Welcome back to another exciting video. I am Camper Dude Joe. I hope you guys have been doing well. And today we have an exciting one, guys. Anyone that lives in a car knows that boiling water, it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's a little bit cumbersome. It's a little bit time consuming. Like I said, it's a little bit of a hassle, guys. So we are going to be trying out today what claims to be a pretty good solution. It is a 12 volt, water kettle. You literally plug it right into your 12 volt port, your cigarette port adapter on the car, and it can boil water in 10 or 15 minutes. So, does it work, guys? Does it not work? That's what we're going to find out today. And to give it the ultimate test, we are going to be using the boiled water, to cook ramen noodles, Maruchan. So let's get to the review, guys, and away we go. Okay, guys, we're back, and this is what the product looks like. You can see it says car electric cup there, portable mini, whatever that means. There is a shot of what it looks like. Again, it kind of looks like a little thermos that you would take to the gym or take to work and put maybe coffee in there, or hot chocolate or soup or whatever it is. They're made in China, of course. So that's what the product looks like. It has a pretty cool design. We'll see what it actually looks like when we open the box up. By the way, it is packaged very, very well. And we'll pull this out. And here is the kettle itself. Anything else in the box? Nothing else in the box here, guys. So it's just the kettle. We'll throw that to the side. They got some bubble wrap on there. Comes off pretty easy. Very, very cool, guys. That's a little odd. Where is the charging cable? Let's hope it came with the charging cable. It doesn't say anything on the box about a charging cable. Is it possible they put it inside the actual? Yes, they did. I was getting a little worried there, guys. Okay, so it looks like inside we have the instructions right here. We'll put those aside for a second. And we have, again, that's the kettle. Little strap there. I'll show it more closely in a second. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, that's nice. So they gave you an extra, looks like an extra fuse. I guess if you blow your fuse, hopefully that's not a bad omen. They don't think I'm going to blow my fuse on my 12 volt adapter, 12 volt port. But they do give you an extra fuse here, guys. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. More bubble wrap. We're going to have fun popping that later. We'll put that to the side. Okay, so here's the power cord. Just looks like a standard. Well, it's actually not standard, guys, because if you lose this, it goes right there on the bottom. If you lose this, you're going to have a problem. It's not a standard cord, it looks like. It looks like it's kind of just made for this kettle. So obviously this would go into your 12 volt port, the cigarette port adapter. This here goes on the bottom, and I could already kind of see a problem here, guys. And I read this online. If you look where the charging port here is on the bottom, if I can get this open here. If you look where the charging port here is on the bottom, guys, where you have to plug this in, I'll actually plug it in right now. So this would be an issue for a lot of people, because where this charging port is, if you try to put this into a cup holder, obviously it's not going to sit well, because this cord, this, end of the power adapter, it's not going to sit flush in your cup holder. So that, to me, is a major design flaw. That's an issue. I think they should have put it somewhere up here, maybe. I don't know why they put it on the bottom. It is going to sit in my cup holder. I actually bought a special cup holder that can hold this as a way around this problem. But this is something that you definitely have to think of, guys, because, again, once you plug it into the adapter, the power cord, into the kettle itself, it's not going to sit flush, in your cup holder. I mean, you might be able to kind of wedge it in there somehow or something like that, but that definitely is a design flaw in my opinion. Looks like it stands up, pretty flush, so you could probably sit it on the dashboard, or, maybe if you have your refrigerator next to you, or just any type of flat surface. So that's pretty cool. But in terms of getting it into the cup holder itself, I don't know, guys. That looks a little problematic to me. The weight, it probably weighs maybe about a pound. I would say I'll put some specs up on the screen. Again, you have the little carrying cable here. Let's see, in the front you have the power button, the name of the product there. Again, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that again. Now on top, guys, I read a little bit about this online, obviously, before I purchased it. This little flap here, very, 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 very important. Once you put your liquid inside, your water, I'm guessing most people are going to put water in here. You have to make sure once you plug it in that this is actually open. You want this open when it's on, because if not, the water, it's going to get very, very hot. It's going to boil. If this is closed tightly, that's going to be a problem. It could actually, I guess, blow this thing open, and you're going to have hot water everywhere in your car and on yourself, and that's obviously not good, guys. So that little flap, definitely you want to have that little flap open when you are boiling the liquids inside. So very, very important, guys. So that's pretty much the unit itself. Let me open it up here. I'll show you guys the inside. That's the cover. Looks like you have some kind of metal plate there on the cover. It has a rubber gasket on there, which is pretty cool. I guess it kind of, protects the water inside if it ever overflowed or something like that. And then inside, you see it just has like that metal kind of interior. Again, it kind of looks like a thermos. Pretty standard there. And again, I'll put some specs up on the screen. I'm back. I added the water to the kettle. You could see it's plugged in there. I'm pretty much ready to go. Just two things I wanted to point out to you guys. After reading the instruction manual just a little bit, you'll see here that they do have this power button on the bottom. So it does say that you'll know when the water is ready, when it's boiling. That light will go off. There is a light it comes on. I guess it's like a white light. When that white light comes on, then you know that the water is ready. It is boiling, so you should unplug the kettle, obviously. Second thing I wanted to tell you guys, inside of the kettle itself, there is a water line, very, very important. You could see it. It's pretty clearly marked on there, on the metal interior part, and it does tell you do not go above that fill line. And again, that equals about just under 1.5 cups of water. So obviously when you do use this, guys, don't go above that fill line, because it'll be too much water. It could, overflow. You could have water coming out and all of that, nasty stuff. So as you can see, guys, it is now 12:39 p.m. in the afternoon, and that is the current time. Like I said, I'm going to plug this bad boy in right now, and I will get back to you guys once it is boiling. Guys, I'm back. So you could see I have the kettle plugged in there, and literally there's a blue light on the front. I thought it might have been a white light, but it is a blue light on the front. You press that to power the unit on, and if you guys remember, I plugged it in at 12:39. It just went off a minute ago, literally, that blue light. So it took 21, 31, 32 minutes to boil this water inside, and I'll open it up here in a second, guys. In their instruction manual, it does say that for a 12-volt port, which is what most cars are going to be, including mine, that it does take 30 minutes for it to boil water. So, according to the instruction manual, guys, that is right on schedule. I mean, it's 2 minutes longer, but that is pretty much right on schedule with what the instruction manual says. So it takes about 30 minutes to boil a cup and a half of water, but it is more convenient than breaking out a pot and hooking up the propane to the stove, etc., etc. But we'll get to that in a little while, guys. For now, let me open this up and let me break the soup out. I'm back, and I have my soup container opened up here, and water is ready to go. Boy, I got to tell you guys, when I plugged it in and I first powered it on after I showed you guys the time, there was literally no sound from this thing. There was nothing. Like it was dead silent. You could not hear anything. I actually was wondering, guys, if this thing was working, not working. Like no steam came from the top here that I saw or anything like that. I mean, just completely dead silent. It wasn't only until about the last 5 minutes, literally, before this started to boil and that light went off, that I started to hear a noise. I could hear water inside, so it was obviously boiling. I'm not sure if you could see it. There's a little bit of steam coming out of the top there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it definitely boiled, but I gotta tell you, I was pretty amazed, guys, because you couldn't hear it. Silent, doesn't make any noise, which is definitely a plus. There's all of the steam. You guys can see there. Now, one thing I noticed, there's not any kind of pour spout or anything like that. Would have been kind of a nice touch. So you just kind of have to, be careful when you empty the contents here. But I'm gonna pour it into my soup container here. And there's still a little bit, there's still about maybe a little bit in there, maybe a couple of tablespoons left, maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons left of liquid in there. But that just about covered to the fill line in the cup of noodles here. And everybody knows how big a cup of noodles is. So it just filled it to the fill line in there perfectly. So that just gives you an idea of how much water can hold in here, guys. I am back. Just wanted to get the soup folded. You have to let it sit for a couple of minutes. And as you guys can see, I mean, this water is still very, very hot. Hopefully you guys can see the steam coming off of this. So, I mean, this thing really did a fantastic job. Like I said, 30 minutes is a bit longer, guys, but I'll put some pluses and minuses on a little card there. Well, I mean, you guys saw it. If they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so this is on video. I showed you guys everything. I mean, it's on video. It's probably worth 1,000,000 words, maybe 1,000,000,000 words. I'm not sure, guys, but this thing works pretty well. I mean, no complaints. There are some issues with it, which are very, very minor. For $30, guys, this is a winner. I mean, to be able to boil water in your car if the weather's bad, if you don't have a camping stove, if you don't want to use a camping stove in your vehicle, if you're too lazy, you don't want to break out the pot and the propane and do all of that, this is a very viable option for $30. I mean, to heat water up if you want to have coffee in the morning, if you want to make soup, if you want to make hot cocoa. There's a lot of foods also you could make. You could just add boiling water. There's mac and cheese cups. There's mashed potatoes you can make. You could do a lot of things with boiling water, guys. So Definitely a winner. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about the unit that I didn't cover, I obviously can't cover everything in these videos. But if you have any questions, obviously just leave them in the comment section. Please, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoy the content, if you like my handsome face, please like and subscribe. And as always, guys, please be happy, be safe, make the world a better place. And I will see you guys in my next video.